anybody there. I know it's like 10 o'clock in the morning, so it's probably not their peak time of business, but I never see anybody over there. It doesn't even make sense. So like, I went there like after they were closed to just like look at the drive-thru and like see what they were even offering food-wise, and it's crazy like how versatile the menu is. So if you're gonna name your restaurant after beef, you're gonna have like so many items that aren't related to beef. It just doesn't make sense. That's America for you. They want it all. They want it all. Thank you for the turn signal. Love you. Goodbye. Ooh. Sorry, we got distracted. We got distracted by that turn signal because it was so sexy. You know what isn't sexy? These fucking lights. They won't turn off. So I was putting this hat up there. It works for a little while, then it falls off. But it was really annoying last night because when you don't want the lights to be on, it's definitely a distraction, as if we need any help being distracted, you know? That's one of the reasons why I say that women shouldn't have a license, is because like we're too easily distracted. Like the types of accidents that we get in prove that. You know, we're more likely to rear end somebody for this reason alone. And the front end of my vehicle is proof, okay? So I always set myself out on firing line whenever I talk shit about women, as we tend to do. So anyway. For you, I just wanted to say your name, you know. Vortex! I have successfully omitted the word progress from my vocabulary. So I just did a poster last night that said, progress is a funny word that means backwards, okay? And I was reading this recovery book earlier today, and every time that the word progress was used, I omitted it and replaced it with the word success, okay? Now, I can't control what the rest of the world does. The rest of the world is operating under the false pretense that they have to go along, but it's just little shit. Just little teeny tiny shit like that, you know? Like, we don't have to go along with words that are used to confuse us and give us this false impression that we're so lucky to be poisoned by the water supply. We're so lucky to have industries that lie to us to sell their shit products. We're so lucky for that. There's a lot of stuff that we are lucky for, by the way. In case there's anybody in that dear vortex that wants to accuse me of being too negative and hateful towards this country. There's plenty of stuff to be grateful for. but it's definitely not going to be advertised on the television, okay? Look at this. Just look at the trees. Focus on the trees. Don't focus on anything else, okay? I'm really grateful for the music that I listen to. I'm really grateful for the wind blowing, you know? It's just shit like that. If you stay in your own world and you do whatever you possibly can to maintain that. Like, yeah, you're gonna get distracted. Things are gonna piss you off. People will annoy you. Most of this world is stinking disappointment. But that's why you have to cling so dearly to those things that aren't a disappointment. You know? I'm never disappointed by the win. I'm never disappointed by, well, I was gonna say the sun, but it's been really bright as of late. I'm sure you've noticed that. I do complain about that. I was complaining about it before they obviously fucked with it, but, you know, it does give us energy and life and shit like that. You know, it's probably why the motherfuckers that run the world worship the thing, but we can appreciate these things. We can appreciate them as much as possible. Even, you know, Western civilization, which I bitch about all the time. It's like, I still really enjoy driving, as bad as I am at it. I enjoy doing it. There's a lot of freedom in it. I can enjoy an air freshener blowing around. What does that say? Supernova. It's true. It's true. I don't know why it's true, but it's true. Oh, thelonious. That's little thelonious. That's mini thelonious. Okay, we gotta roll these windows up. Holy shit. It's fixed to be super loud in here. I didn't make my smoothie. I was so tired last night. I ended up working a double on my day off, okay? I always get a second win though whenever I agree to that. Because like the shorter my shift, the more tired I'm gonna be. The longer the shift, the more mentally prepared I am for it, and the more I'm able to power through. Up everything yet. Not everything, okay? Not everything. what we do. They managed to convince most people, I'd say, that the internet's cooler than anything in the world. And I just look at all these motherfuckers mindlessly scrolling, and I don't want to dehumanize them because they're doing that. So those of us Luddites that refuse to upgrade our phone for moral reasons, we still feel sorry for y'all. If I come across as like judgmental or priggish, that's a new word that I've learned thanks to C.S. Lewis. He uses that term a lot. Priggery is when you're smug about your morality and you think that you're better than other people because you live better. Well, I would say that I do live better. It's not like I'm living better to prove that I'm living better. The reason why I do this channel isn't so I can brag about my lifestyle. It's so that people know that it's possible to not go along with what they've been told is right or wrong, okay? So when you go along, oh, that was a possum, did you see it? It's in a better place now, right? Of course it's in a better place. Any place is better than this dump, okay? I say this after I've been bragging about the trees and shit. But see, isn't that annoying? I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed just looking at it. I'm really lucky that I am so strong in my convictions that I'm able to resist peer pressure, because I think that most people can't, you know? The more people in society pressure me to do something or not do something, the less likely I am to listen to them. And that goes for, you know, authority figures, that goes for people in my life, friends, family, whatever. Like, the more you try to come down on me about something, the less likely I am to listen to you, because fuck you, you know? That's just my general sentiment. But it's kind of sad that, like, people don't know that about me. Like, my parents finally figured it out. At least my dad did. My mom will still harp on me refusing to delete my voicemails, but she's so intent on leaving me a voicemail so she can yell at me about something. That's why she's mad. So, like, if my voicemail box is full, then she can't fucking do that. So I'm protecting myself, all right? She doesn't understand that. Okay, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. It's so beautiful. Forget that Death Star tower over there. Forget it. Forget it. It doesn't exist. Hear no evil, see no evil. Okay, I have to address this one thing because it's really been bothering me. I told y'all I'm gonna get a tattoo, right? I think I am gonna get the long form of this tattoo. Because apparently Gen Z, my favorite generation in the world, by the way. I have a heart for you kids. I really do. I'm one of your biggest advocates. Well, you know, I was telling you that I'm so original because I came up with the delusion as a solution. Well, Gen Z, apparently they went on TikTok and they were saying, and this is kind of stupid, but it's also kind of cute. Delulu is the Salulu. So it's all about just staying in a positive mindset. That's why they came up with this, I think. But the reason why yours truly came up with the long form of this, which is, if the world is an illusion, then delusion is the solution. My take is fuck the world. Fuck the world. The world's a lie. The people that run it are constantly lying to you, seeing how gullible you are. And unfortunately, most people prove them right. That's why they poison you. That's why they do the opposite of what they say they do. Because they know that you'll still keep trusting them. Alright? Now, it doesn't surprise me in the slightest that society don't want to be held accountable for this, because accountability is not a popular thing. But I'm pretty good at taking my own inventory. Pretty good at it. So much so that when other people attempt to take mine, I typically agree with them. I'm like, yeah, that's right. That's right. But thanks for the information. My clipboard works fine, but cool. Anyway, if the world is an illusion, then delusion is the solution. So, live in your own world. Trust your instincts. Don't worry about this world and the people that work for it, because they're wrong. So, for whatever reason, though, most people want to fit in, because they've managed to convince people that fitting in is a good thing. You know? But I'm realizing more and more the beauty of being quiet, the purpose of silence. Now, I know I sound like a total hypocrite because I've got, you know, what, 6,800 videos on this YouTube channel, but this is artistic, all right? And this is God's will. This is what I'm supposed to do with my life. So don't discourage me, damn it. You don't understand, man. I'm talking specifically about confrontations. I'm talking specifically about, you know, people that get under your skin, or, you know, things that happen in the world that are bad. They want everybody to have an opinion on it. They want everybody to think that they know anything. If we don't even know our own history, if we don't even know, like, the history of this country, or the history of like, you know, the hardship of coming here and all that shit, that's so far removed from the world that we live in today. And so if we don't know a lot of these things, it's going to be really hard for us to come up with a solution to any of these problems. I'm just being realistic about it. I mean, everybody just stares at their phones every chance they get. So, like, that fact alone is a pretty adequate reason why people don't have solutions. You know, they don't believe in themselves anymore. About that, Bob. I don't know. Men have been changed quite a bit since Bob Weir first sang this song a long ass time ago. Some folks look for answers. Others look for fights. Yeah, a lot of people just want to fight. You know? Let them fucking drown, dude. Let them drown. I probably sound like a bad Christian saying that, right? Well, I do believe that Jesus can save anybody, but they have to want it. And when they're hung up in their emotions, and it's typically anger, but I think it's this attachment like this sick attachment that we have to either people that hurt us or countries that disappoint us, systems that poison us and make us gay, okay? Things that give us cancer, but nobody will talk about that one. It's like if we could get to the root of the problem, and I would say the root of the problem is the attachment to that. We need to get unattached. And we need to focus our relationship with our Creator. And once you do that, you're going to be in a more positive headspace. And if you're in a more positive headspace, you're obviously going to make way better decisions that are conducive to your physical and mental health. And you're going to be less and less interested in these people, places, and things that don't do positive stuff for you. And it doesn't matter the social pressure. And it doesn't matter, oh, everybody else is doing this. We have this history. Okay. I guess I'll park over here. Oh, hey, Vortex. I get excited about those mixer things. I was told it's not a cement truck, it's a mixer.